I've been wanting to make this video for a while. A lot of people ask how I discovered YouTube and stuff like that, like in previous Q&As and such, and I'm like, you know what, why not make a whole video dedicated to it? My whole history on YouTube, I don't know how else to put it. So I'll just go over how I discovered YouTube, what I did on YouTube, and pretty much everything leading up until now. Why not? I discovered YouTube back in 2006. It was thanks to my uncle that I discovered YouTube. This was back when YouTube was brand spanking new. It probably didn't even turn a year old yet. I don't know. But I remember I found out about this site, and I was like, huh, this is a really cool site where you could watch pretty much, well, almost anything you want. I don't think there was a whole big variety of content yet in early 2006, so I can't really say anything, but there was a lot of videos to watch, and I mostly like to watch funny videos, where people fall or get hurt and stuff like that, and also there was also the cute cat videos, that's really what YouTube consisted of back then. I would always like to go to my uncle's room and watch YouTube with him because he also liked watching videos like that too. He's the one who introduced me to YouTube. Thanks to him, I knew what YouTube was. Now, of course, if it weren't for him, if he never introduced me to YouTube, of course I would know what YouTube is. But I don't think I would have developed an interest in it like I did back then if it weren't for him. And I had a computer in my room. It was an old Windows XP computer. Well, it was considered new at the time, I guess. And I would go on YouTube myself and watch these funny videos for myself and enjoy them and laugh. And I really, really liked the site. I didn't really know what it was about at the time. I knew it was about videos and such, but I didn't know you could upload videos on your own until about 2 years later, I guess. Until that time, I used to think that YouTube was run by a bunch of people who would upload videos, and the people who visit the site could only watch the videos and not upload them. So I didn't know you could make an account and stuff on there. Cut me some slack. I was 5 at the time, alright? And for a few years after that, I was doing pretty much what I just described, watching funny videos and stuff like that. And it wasn't until 2010 that I actually made an account. Well, I didn't make the account. My uncle did. I got a laptop for my birthday in 2010, and the first thing I went on was YouTube, and and pretty much my whole family already knew my favorite site was YouTube. So my uncle created an account for me. It had all of his information and stuff in there. So in a way, I guess, yeah, my presence on the site wasn't a violation, so yeah. Anyways, I didn't do anything with that account for a few months. I just watched videos and liked videos and put them in playlist and favorited them and stuff like that. I liked that I could do that because I was like, I really wanted to do this 5-star thing. Yeah, this was back when YouTube had the 5-star rating system. I really wanted to rate videos and, and stuff like that, and I did, and I was enjoying that. And then, like, a month later, YouTube changed its system to the thumbs up, thumbs down system, and I was like, what happened to the stars? I like the stars. And oh, I remember so clearly the outrage that sparked after that big redesign in 2010. Everyone was complaining about the star system going away and all these unnecessary changes to the YouTube layout. I didn't really get it all that much. I just wanted the stars back because I had a lot of fun with that. And I kind of wish that came back, but yeah, it's a safe bet to say that the star rating system is never going to come back on YouTube. So anyway, it wasn't until June of 2010 that I uploaded my very first video to YouTube. And it wasn't even my video. This was through my Windows XP computer. Yes, in 2010 I still had it. I had the laptop too, but on my XP computer, my father, when he was still around, he used to use the software called LimeWire. LimeWire isn't around anymore. Where you could download music, albums, movies, TV shows illegally, and he would do that all the time. And he gave me that software, and I don't have it on my computer anymore since it tried to give me a virus, so I got rid of that software. But I still had a whole bunch of the videos and music and stuff that he gave me. So, I used to like watching Tom and Jerry a lot on my computer. I have a lot of fond memories of that cartoon. I used to watch it all the time because he gave me a shitload of episodes of Tom and Jerry on that computer, and that was his favorite cartoon. So, anyways, I took one of the episodes. I forget the name of that episode, but it was the one where the little girl had Tom in a cradle or whatever, And I'm sure you all remember that episode. She was babying Tom. He was in a baby outfit and stuff like that. And I was watching this and I was like, you know what? Why not upload it to YouTube? Because at the time I was also watching Tom and Jerry cartoons on YouTube. And I was like, I haven't seen this episode on YouTube, so why not upload it? Why not be the one who puts it on YouTube? And I did. And I started uploading a whole bunch of them on YouTube because I had a lot of episodes on my computer. And this actually ended up being a really good thing for the channel because they got a shitload of views, man, those episodes that I uploaded. Remember the one I told you about where the girl has Tom in a baby outfit and a cradle and stuff like that? By around 2012, it had, I'm not even joking, it got up to 10 million views, and I was like, holy shit, wow, this is, I couldn't even believe it. Like, I didn't really think of it all that much, actually. But I was like, wow, this is actually a really cool, this is actually a really good feat. Like, not a lot of people get that kind of attention on YouTube. And, well, looking back, I don't really think all that much about it. I don't really pat myself on the back because, well, it's not even a video of mine. So, whatever. I also uploaded original stuff to YouTube, and they were god-awful. They weren't rants or anything. I didn't do what I do now back then. They were really, really cringy attempts at being funny. I forgot exactly what I did in them, but uh, it also consisted of me taping Charlie with a really really bad laptop webcam, so it was like 1 frame per second. Those videos garnered like 2,000 views, I think, because a lot of people subscribed to my channel after all those Tom and Jerry episodes. They wanted to know when I would upload another one, and well, I got some pretty nice comments on that on those videos. They would say, "Oh, cute cat," and stuff like that, but then they'd be like, "Oh, upload another Tom and Jerry episode." So then, a few months down the line, I made a completely different channel just for the cat videos because, well, I figured, you know what, people want to see just one thing on that channel, and I may as well just make a separate account just for the cat videos. And I still made original content on the on my main channel, main at the time. And, well, still very cringy attempts at being funny. They didn't get all that much attention. Really, only when I uploaded another episode of Tom and Jerry that it would garner a lot of attention. And, well, eventually I ran out of episodes, and then I just stopped uploading them all entirely. And then it was just completely a channel that was just focused on me, trying to be funny. Again, really, really bad attempts. I don't even want to go into detail. I'm so embarrassed, but I remember around late 2011, I got an iPad. It was probably my first Apple product, and I loved it so much, and I used to play around all the time with the app called iMovie, which I actually used for my videos up until summer of 2016, around the time I switched to CuteCut. I'm not sure, but anyways, I didn't really, again, I didn't do the ranting stuff or anything, and I didn't make, like, videos where I talked in them or anything. Well, I did, that's a lie, I did make some of those, but I liked playing around with the trailer feature. If you don't know the, app on iMovie, you can make, like, these, theatrical, like, trailers. It has different themes, like a space theme, a superhero theme, and stuff like that. And I did that a lot, and I uploaded them to YouTube, and I'm so happy that that you can't find them anymore because they were bad, very bad. I used to go crazy in them, jump around and make funny faces and stuff, and I thought I was being funny because, well, I'm not that funny of a person, right? I'm not. That's why I don't really do funny stuff on my channel. That's why I'm mostly serious because I don't consider myself that funny of a person. And yes, from time to time, I shift focus on the rants and do more like lighthearted stuff because, well, may as well just put some variety on this channel, right? But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, I did that on my channel for a while. It didn't garner all that much attention because, well, people didn't give a shit about me. My channel, it's weird. On my channel, people did not want to see me. They wanted to see episodes of Tom and Jerry. So I was doing stuff like that for a while, and I also did some really, really bad comedy skits that were made for my iPad, and it was mostly just me pantomiming to myself, and it was really, really bad. I think a few times I got some friends together and did a skit with them, and from what I remember, it was really, really cringeworthy. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. But I was doing that for a while, and then I kind of shifted focus to an app called Talking Tom. I'm sure a lot of you remember this. It was like a whole bunch of apps too. There was Talking Tom, Talking Ben. There was a bird too. I forgot its name. I think there was a T-Rex too, and I think there was another one with that was a giraffe. But these apps were everywhere. Like they were very prevalent in like 2011 and 2012, and I saw these videos everywhere. And it was my other uncle that actually introduced me to these apps, and I kind of got addicted to them. I would always use them all the time, and then I realized, and then I noticed this feature where you could upload to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And I was like, oh, I could upload this stuff to YouTube. And I did that, and they were also very, very cringeworthy videos. I don't even want to go into them. And those videos received around the same attention that the videos on this channel receive, around 100 views. At this point, my channel was just completely dead. Around this point, we're in 2012 right now, or should I say, at the point of the story, it was 2012. And again, hardly getting any attention. And around this point, I haven't uploaded a Tom and Jerry episode either in about a year or maybe 6 months, I think. I started doing these Talking Tom videos around May of 2012 or April, around that time. And I haven't uploaded. My last Tom and Jerry episode was uploaded around, I don't know, maybe summer or maybe even fall of 2011, because that was the last one on my computer. That was the last episode my father gave me. It was the episode where Tom and Jerry were in this apartment building. This is one of the newer ones, if they weren't the original Hanna-Barbera ones. They were in an apartment. Jerry throws out Tom. Tom has to live in the snow. And I think you remember this episode. I'm sure some of you recognize it up. Some of you out there recognize it. But anyways, that was the last one I uploaded, and it ended up being the biggest one I uploaded. Holy shit, that video blew up. I remember around the beginning of 2013, that video hit like 14 million views. I don't know how these videos get so much attention. I didn't even know Tom and Jerry was that popular of a cartoon until that point, and I was like, damn, I wish I had more episodes to upload. Anyway, it wasn't until about towards the end of 2012 that I got bored with the Talking Tom stuff. I still like the apps a lot, but I didn't want to upload any more to YouTube. Partly because I didn't have any other ideas left, so I just moved on from that, and I wanted to do tutorial videos. I only did one, and it was a really, really bad tutorial video. It was something that everyone already knew. With the older iPods, the old click wheel design, when you're playing a song, you can keep pressing the center button while the song is playing, and it'll show like a 5-star thing, and if you press it again, it'll give you the option to shuffle the songs and stuff like that. And some of you who own or at least used these old iPods in the past probably know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I thought this was like a completely new thing that no one knew about, and I uploaded to YouTube, and I was like, "Did you know you could do this with your iPod?" And I kept pressing the center button, and that video did garner some attention. I think it made it up to like 50,000 views, and it got like, I think it had around 100 likes and about like 900 dislikes. I was being like called out like crazy in the comments. Holy shit, people were like, "You're a fucking retard, everyone already knows this," and stuff like that. And I was like 11 at the time, and I was getting called all these things, like all these horrible, horrible names, and now I wouldn't even give a shit, but back then it hurt. I didn't like that I was being called all these names, and I ended up disabling the ratings, disabling the comments, like the pussy I was, and I think I eventually took that video down. I don't know. I think by the time I took it down, if I did take it down, it garnered around 100,000 views. The reason it got that many views in such a short amount of time is because I think I titled it, "You didn't know you could do this with your iPod," or something like that. One of those catchy titles, that'll garner a lot of attention, and people will be like, "Oh, I'm really interested in seeing this," and then people found out it was just something everyone already knew. Around this time, I used to use my iPod a lot. It was an old iPod Nano, and then shortly after that, I got a classic iPod because it had the 160 gigabytes of storage, and back then, that was the most storage Apple had in a device, so I got it because I had a shitload of music, and that old iPod Nano was from my father, and it only had 2 gigabytes of storage, so I couldn't fit nearly I couldn't fit all my songs on there. I just have that many songs. And, well, since the tutorial thing was such a huge fail on my channel, I decided to make a new era for my channel. Ranting videos. Yes, I did only one rant on this channel. And this was in March of 2013. It was around the time Hatena, remember Hatena, Flipnote Hatena? I'm sure a lot of you know about Flipnote Hatena. Anyways, this was around the time Flipnote Hatena announced that they were going to shut down, because I think this was around the time Nintendo had a direct that was just solely focused on Flipnote Studio 3D, and they made this huge deal about it, and then it didn't really end up happening, and only Club Nintendo members could get it and stuff like that. I don't even think anyone could get it now. I don't even know what happened to that, but anyways, I have Flipnote Studio 3D because I made a Club Nintendo account just to get it, but anyways, did they ever put that out on the App Store? Anyways, I got really pissed that Hatena was shutting down, and decided to make a video complaining about it. And this video was not like any of my rant videos now. I was in front of the camera talking and getting really upset, and I would think I was even yelling in it. I was just doing it for dramatic effect. And that didn't work out so well either. I think people called me autistic, saying I was stupid, and saying all this really nasty stuff about me in the comment section to that video. And anyways, the reason I wanted to do ranting on that channel is because at the time, one of my favorite YouTubers, or probably my favorite YouTuber at the time, was a person called Pie Guy Rules, and he did rants that were primarily about television and mainly cartoons and cartoon stations and stuff like that. I wouldn't really call him a ranter. He's more of a reviewer, but he did rants anyway. And the reason I wanted to get into rants is because, well, again, he did rant, and I wanted to try that out. And also, he did a rant on this thing called Nick Studio 10, which, look it up if you don't remember it or don't know what I'm talking about. Just to briefly summarize it, it was where these sort of stupid teenagers would interrupt programs on Nickelodeon just to do these stupid comedy skits. Yeah, sounds really bad, right? And I watched his Nick Studio 10 rant, and I was like, wow, this is really bad. And I looked up other rants, and I discovered this YouTuber called The Archfiend, and he did a whole bunch of Nick Studio 10 rants. He even was arguing with the actual Nick Studio 10 teens on Twitter and stuff like that, and it was glorious. Those are some great videos. And, well, he's been one of my favorite YouTubers ever since then, and unfortunately he doesn't make videos all that much anymore, but still. Anyways, it was partly because of him and Pie Guy Rules I wanted to do ranting videos. But like I said, that didn't really work out on my channel. I ended up getting a whole bunch of dislikes. Well, I think I got 3 likes and 50 dislikes, and it didn't get as widespread as the tutorial video did. I think it only garnered around 1,000 views because, well, Hatena isn't exactly that big of a topic. Anyway, so I didn't do the ranting thing, and I didn't take down the video because about 3 months later, my channel got terminated. Those Tom and Jerry videos really bit me in the ass. Remember that Tom and Jerry episode I told you, the one where he's in a baby outfit and in a cradle? That was taken down first. And then a few weeks later, another one was taken down. The baby cradle one had around 15 million views into around early 2013. The second one had 600,000 views, and then the third one, the biggest blow, the one I mentioned earlier, the one where Jerry throws Tom out of the apartment building. Tom has to live in the snow. That was taken down too, and I think by that point it had near 20 million views. 18 million, I think, and that was the video that wiped out my channel because I got a third strike. And, well, I wasn't exactly all that sad that my channel was gone because I was already thinking about throwing the towel in when it came to YouTube. And, well, for about a year I didn't do anything, and then I discovered this, a few months later I discovered this YouTuber called Original Blood Ace, because around summer of 2013, I started to really get into Miiverse, and I wanted to watch Miiverse videos and stuff like that, and then I came around Original Blood Ace's Miiverse rants, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know you could get your posts deleted, or there was even admins on Miiverse, and I really, really enjoyed his videos for whatever reason. Looking back, his videos were really fucking retarded. I don't know how I got into them, but anyways, I got into them. He became one of my favorite YouTubers. We even became friends at one point. And, of course, everything went south ever since then. And it was because of him I kind of got into YouTube again. I brought back this account just to comment on his videos, and then I wanted to show off ridiculous bans and reports that I received on Miiverse. And you already know the story. I've told it a million times. But anyways, it was because of him I got into ranting again. So I consider him one of my biggest inspirations, despite being a very, very horrible YouTuber. But that's besides the point. He's still one of my inspirations regardless, and I'm not afraid to admit that. And here we are now, present day, 1,000 subscribers. The most subscribers I've ever had, surprisingly, despite my old channel getting all those views and such. I think I amassed like 600 around that amount. So, subscriber-wise, this is the biggest channel I've ever had, and well, I don't plan on stopping making videos anytime soon. I love making videos. It's really enjoyable, and I'm glad I didn't quit because, well, YouTube gave me a voice, especially this channel, and I have a channel where people actually do want to watch me and not something else. And I'm honestly really, really proud of this channel and all the progress I made on this channel and how far I've gotten on this channel. I can't thank you enough for all that, and I'm not going to go into the whole thank you shit because you already know how thankful I am. But, I know I'll probably never get another video that garners 10 million views, but you know what? I'm more proud of my Undertale video getting 18,000 views than a Tom and Jerry episode I uploaded getting 10 million views, because with the Undertale video, people clicked on that video for me to hear what I have to say about the fan base. And with the Tom and Jerry video, they didn't care about me. They didn't care about the uploader. They just wanted to watch the episode. So anyways, that's my whole YouTube journey. I guess you can call this a journey. Thank you for sticking by with me on this journey. And thank you for enjoying the content I make. Really, it means a whole lot. It really does. YouTube is one of my favorite websites. It probably is my favorite website because on no other website I have a voice or a platform with over 100 people wanting to come back every time to hear what I have to say. So YouTube is really the only place I have a voice, I guess. And really, I'm thankful for YouTube for that. Because again, without YouTube, I would think that no one would want to hear what I have to say, and no one would give a shit about what I have to say, and not want to hear my opinions at all. But thanks to YouTube and thanks to this channel, there are obviously people out there who do care about what I have to say. And anyways, I'm just repeating myself. Like I said, thank you for sticking by with me, and I hope you decide to stick around for however long I decide to keep doing this YouTube shit. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.